Well, hello everyone, it is Vintage Vinny and welcome to another haul video. Today is going to be part 3 of everything that I found when Scott was here in January. So I apologize if I have not been making videos lately. It has just been a crazy, long, exhausting 3 days. Not because the work I was doing was difficult, but just because I haven't been sleeping all that well. Sunday night into Monday, I just couldn't get to sleep, and I had to be at work by 7 o'clock. And then Monday night, I fell asleep for maybe 5 hours when I got home. And then I was basically up all night, and I did not want to fall asleep for a couple of hours for fear that I would not wake up in time. So I just stayed up until I had to go to work. And that made for a very long, exhausting day, and I kept myself up, ate dinner, I think at about 7:30. I crashed out last night. So I slept for 9.5 hours. I was that tired from 7:30 p.m. Tuesday night to about 4:45 this morning. I was up, or I was asleep. That's how tired I was. Today, since I slept real well, I'm still tired from the day, but not as bad as yesterday. So I'm able to keep myself awake and things like that. And I'm able to do a couple of things that I've been wanting to do, which is make some videos. I am going to do my Thursday sale. Instead of it being a specific theme, I'm just going to find stuff that I've had for a while and just sell it, because it's not going to do me any good just sitting around. Some of these items are going to be available on Saturday, and some of these items are going to be up in my eBay store. The couple items that I have here are already listed, so if you would be interested in them, the link to my eBay store is down below in the description box. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the haul, shall we? So on Scott's final day here, it was basically a long weekend. So we we shopped locally, and then we went into West Virginia. Scott had never been to the stores that I'd taken him to. So we went to the Whistle Stop, which was the last haul that I did. I think it was the last haul that I did. No, I'm sorry. So we went to the Whistle Stop first, and then we went to the Berkeley Springs Antique Mall, both of which he really liked. And then on that same day, since we were up and at it really early, I decided, because I was the driver, the designated driver, that we were going to go to Martinsburg, because I knew there were a couple of shops there that I think he would have really liked, and he did. The first one we went to was Creekside Antiques. I have done a shop with me there before. If I can find it, I'll link it in a card in the top right hand corner for y'all to check out. So he really enjoyed that too. And then we went to Two Crows, and we had to hightail it out of there because they were closing an hour earlier than what they had stated. Which is okay. If I ever want to go there, I can go there anytime because it's not that far from me. So I only spent like $15 there, and I got 3 things. For the amount of time we were in there, to find just a few things out of the blue, that's pretty good, I think. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the stuff that I got. I think I spent roughly $50-something at Creekside, if I'm not mistaken. My receipts are upstairs filed, just to keep it safe. So this was the first item that grabbed my attention. I don't buy much milk glass because, it's a tough sell because a lot of the stuff that they have or that you see is very common. I've never seen this before. And after doing some research, I discovered that is Westmoreland's English Hobnail. That's one of their candy dishes, probably from the 30s. And I say that because it looks like some of the other candy dishes that they made in that style. So that is up for grabs in my eBay store. They were selling for $40 and slightly under that. So I have that up in for that amount, $40 with best offer. The other thing that I found, or the other two items that I found, oh no, these are from Two Crows. I'll show those in just a second. I did get these. I just thought they were really fun. They are some tropical cake picks. I think I paid a little bit up for them at $5, but I got 5 of them for $5. So I got there's some palm trees, there's some flamingos. I don't know if those have any value or not. I do know that flamingos are very popular, especially like the Brad Keeler ones and such. So I decided to grab those because they were fun. And $1 a piece, is not a terrible price if you ask me. So when I say I paid up, I really didn't. They were just a good deal. Also, I found this perfume. I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher that. Ines de la Flaison. I'm sure I probably butchered that. It's French perfume. Paris, as it states right there, full. I want to say that I paid, I think, like $22 for that. One of the booths that's in there had some perfume, and you guys know me. If I see it, I like to look at it and learn about it, determine if it's worth it or if the dealer's asking right on the money for what it is. So I took that. He had a bunch of stuff, or they had a bunch of stuff, and it was priced between like $15 and $25 each. So of course, when I see perfume priced like that, I want to learn about it. I want to know, is it popular? Is it in demand? Is it worth the $25 that they're asking? Is it right on the money? So if somebody came in and was looking for it, they could just buy it right then and there. It's one of those things where I like to learn about it, like anything else in this business. So I did list that, I think, for $60 with best offer. Considering I spent $22 on it, I would like to, make a little bit on that. But we'll see what happens with that. And then I found this. I thought this was really cool. This is a Majestic, I think it's like an insert for like I forget if it's for a radio or if it's for a heater of some sort. I'll insert exactly what it is right here so y'all can see, but I just, for the life of me, cannot remember what that's for. But it's really cool nonetheless. So I did get one other item from Creekside, but it's kind of hard to show at the moment, so I'm just going to focus on the things that I got at Two Crows. And then I'll show that item. So at Two Crows, I only spent $15. Like I said, we were only able to be in there for like half an hour, not even that, because they were closing. But it is what it is, and the next time Scott's here, we'll just go up there at a time when we have the ample amount of time. So these were a really good find. These are Pilgrim Glass cranberry tulip vases. Very, very beautiful. Great for springtime. This one's a little bit darker than this one. This one's more of like a lighter cranberry color. This one's more of like a richer cranberry color. But still very nice nonetheless. Those will be up for grabs at my sale on Saturday. Now this piece stumped me at first because I had no idea who made it. It looked like something Fenton would make. Or did make at one point in time. Made at one time. I think that was improper grammar in English there. That definitely looks like something that they would have made back in the day. And funny enough, because I've had it sitting for a while, I wanted to do a little bit of research myself and see who could have made it. And I was getting all kinds of weird things from Google Lens. Like I'd get this exact same glass piece, but nothing to say who made it. So Google Lens was really no help, and this is where a lot of people, I feel like when it comes to Google Lens, they just see the first thing that's on there, and it's like, oh, that must be what it is. Like, people were listing that as Fenton, and I'm like, that's not, it just doesn't look as fine as Fenton. You get what I mean? Like, it's a nice piece of glass, but it just doesn't have that Fenton quality. So I wanted to do a little bit more research on it. So I did a couple of lens searches. I even couldn't find it there, because sometimes you get different results depending on how nice and clear the picture is for Google. And then I decided to do eBay, and I saw the same thing. I would see people posting this as Empoli, and I'd see people posting this for Fenton. They put question mark Fenton style. I'm like, no. And then I would see copied listings for it, and I'm like, no, this is definitely not Empoli, or it's not Fenton. So finally, after scrolling a few listings, I found what exactly it is. And as you can see by the pictures here, this was made by Enesco. I know that Napco made some glass, and I know that Enesco made some glass too after, seeing the listing for this and with the foil sticker. I'm like, this is exactly why you need to know what you're doing. Now, granted, I don't know what I'm doing half the time anyway, but at least I can say that I did some thorough research and did not say that it was Fenton or Ellie Smith or Empoli when it clearly wasn't. It's like, people need to stop just copying what they see. Now, it's different if you're copying a listing for this perfume here, because this is a very directly stated as what it is. Whereas, like I said, people kept calling that Fenton and Empoli and Ellie Smith, and I'm like, no, that's not who made it. So, like I always say, please don't believe everything you read and see on Google Lens when it comes to glass patterns or anything. It's not the most reliable. If you can get a name and a pattern and a company name, company name and a pattern, do a little bit more digging and investigating, because what you see on Google more than likely is not what it is. And that will be the end of that little vent session. So let me go ahead and show you all the last item that I acquired from Creekside. This is a phenomenal piece, and as you can see, it's definitely seen some better days here, but it's still a really cool display, and I think this was for cigarettes, because it's got the little metal prongs here that, of course, rusted out over the years. And like I said, it's been taped up and well-loved. This is like cardboard. Actually, it's not like cardboard. It is cardboard. I can fix it, of course. I've got the pieces for it right there, clipped. So I just saw it in this one booth, and I was like, I really like the colors and everything on it. It's very bright, even despite the damage. And I couldn't believe it was only $10. I mean, I can believe and understand why it was only $10 because of the damage. But I think I can fix this up no problem and, give it a new lease on life. So I really liked that, and, that could be a great piece framed, I think, and that'll help preserve it for, years to come after I work my magic or some kind of magic on it. So, folks, that concludes my final shopping trip with the Old Curiosity Shop this round. Let me know down below in the comments section what were your favorite items. Again, if you do see something you're interested in from one of these videos and you would like to purchase it, if it is available for sale on eBay, the link to that is in the description box down below. Or you can always email me, skullking95680@yahoo.com, if you happen to be interested in something. I do sales Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. For the next couple of months, I'm going to do my best to do sales Thursdays and Saturdays. I want to make a little extra money for trips and such. So I will see you all tomorrow at my Thursday night live sale at 6 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys.